very first speedrun, hey Mr. Derpish, if this is your very first speedrun, there's a couple abbreviations and etc. you need to know. And this game has a couple of those. I'll get to them. I kind of had them in mind. Like, I'll explain what RNG is, and I'll explain what several other stuff is in this game. So, I will go over the fastest route. There is a route of this that's 2 minutes slower that does an easier cave skip if you can't do the current one. So, you're going to have to watch an old record of mine, maybe a 59 I think I have on YouTube, if you want to learn the old route. But I definitely recommend this one because it's, like, yeah. So what you want to start out with is that if you're playing on the PAL version, you can leave all those on or off or whatever you want. Language does not matter, but you want to set your video mode to PAL 60. This increases the game's frame rate and loading times. Very slightly, however. The rest does not matter. I like widescreen, although I maybe I should use 4:3 since I'm actually not playing in widescreen, but you know, I'm just used to it. It's just that my TV is widescreen, so it's gonna look bad. It's gonna look a little bit worse on stream, but better on my end. Also, if you want to play along, I really am not gonna try to slow down for that matter. But I will say to you, if you have orbs in this game, if you have about 15 or so, buy level select and pick the mission. If I go too fast, just quit the game and then pick the mission and then just wait for me. That's the best way I can see this will go along. So I have a couple of things in mind. I will go over like pro strats, and I will go over easy strats. Also, you want to play the game without saving. You want to, like, you can have the memory card in, but you just basically want to start the game without saving. So you want to pick the continue without saving option. Also, I'd recommend that if you're playing on the PS2 version of the game, you're going to be playing a version with slower loading times, but you're going to be playing with the best controls you have. So I'm playing PS2 with PS1 controller and stuff. So I'm currently playing with the best controls. If you're playing PS3, you'll maybe in the end get up frustrated at the controls of the games. You will see, I can't really explain it. It's just something on the PS3 version that's called the punch glitch. Whereas if you punch in certain spots, Jack will do a punch and then he'll punch and then he'll fly another direction for no apparent reason. I think it's some sort of like homing error kind of thing they did in the game. But anyway, without further ado, let's start. Hey, Vulp Ginny and Bruego, thank you for the congrats. Alright, so immediately you want to start off with, you're going to be standing like this. You want to start with an uppercut here, then do 2 regular jumps, and then punch to these 2. Now once you've done that, you want to just, punching is mostly what you want to do in the opening here, because roll jumping is just, there's too little to it. Now what you want to do with this dumb ladder is that once you punch from this to this, you want this punch to go into an uppercut, and then try to maybe spin to grab the ladder, then jump off, and then like circle around so that you won't ledge grab the thing. Now here I do a spin to grab both of them, and I should have grabbed both of them like that, and then I do an uppercut, and then I punch through this, here. Oh crap, that's a good start. Well, I think most of that was that if I... Oh wow. I've actually never died here, so just spawn me like that. Dude, there is something wrong with my controller. Alright, hold on. This is a good start. Okay, anyway. You want to do a single jump or a double jump here, and then try to land on the very back of this platform, then do a roll jump actually it's a roll jump into a punch here. So you want to do roll jump into a punch, and that's going to curve like into an uppercut. So once you land, you do that, and then you grab this ledge. Thank you, Toxic. So once you get up, punch, punch again. Now here comes the most annoying part of the opening, is that you want to either jump or double jump and then land on the very far back here. Once you've done that, you want to see if you can roll jump. Sometimes you will get caught on these spikes you can see here, like those things that stick up. If you get caught on those, you're pretty much dead. And it kind of happens randomly. You can't really decide whether or not you're going to hit him or not. So I didn't hit him, so I do a punch there, and then I do another roll jump. Now I do something differently here. I grab this and then this, but that's just to change my camera angle. You want to do it again, land on the very far back. I will try to demonstrate what happens if you get caught on them. If you don't roll jump too far back. I kinda got caught there, but worse things can happen. Okay, I will keep trying until I end up getting caught on this. I'm surprisingly not getting caught. There I kinda got caught, but it's just that I won't go anywhere. I will pretty much just roll jump very slightly forward, and that's gonna end up putting me in the lava. So, watch out with that. There! That's what can happen. Exactly that. So, it's not gonna happen, Toxic. That was gonna happen, but she doesn't want to do it anyway. So, watch out for that. I tend to reset if that happens anyway. So you want to do an uppercut into that, then punch the rest here, and then do a roll jump into the final one. So right here when this platform raises up, do a punch, and then wait for it to go up. Now there's something right here called super jump, that if you jump, like you wait, okay, a moving platform, if you jump, and then jump again just as it lands, you get a higher jump. It's pretty precise, but I go for it because it saves a bit of time. That was a crappy super jump. I want to try to demonstrate it a little bit better. Just because it does save like a couple seconds here and there, so let's just try this. That was a way better one. Okay, so once you want to start once this mission starts, there is something that you want to catch called the one cycle, or you want to skip. You basically only want a 2 cycle on this, which is the best thing. So pull out your gun. Now what you want to do here is you want to. I cannot slow down at all here to demonstrate anything. You want to basically go around and shoot in a counterclockwise order, and then get as close to them as possible. If you don't get close to them, they won't die in one hit. So I got 5. What? Okay, I should not have gotten 5 on that. Okay, so because I got 5, I got the very best. You can see that the lava's raised up. The best you can get is 5, and I don't know what the worst is. Guess it's somewhere around like, I guess it's 20, but you want to get around 6 or 5. Like 5, 6, 7. 8 is kind of in the bad end. So once that happens, I play this game so much that I obviously know where they will come out depending on what number I get. So now you will notice that once I kill these guys, the mission stops. That means I've beaten the mission before the lava raised up a second time, which saved me a good 15 to 20 seconds right there already. If the lower number I would have gotten, the bigger chance was that I was gonna miss that. So once you get 5, you will be turned into Dark Jack immediately, which is why getting 5 is better. When you get 6, you'll have to watch the animation, and it wastes about 2 seconds. But I keep going anyway on 6 sometimes. Once you've done that, you want to get over on the platform. Super jumping as Dark Jack can be kind of weird, so I don't really do it here, but I'll give it a shot. Yeah. So, something that very minor that saves a couple frames is that if you hold back here, you will be facing the right direction. Yo, where's my platform? And obviously, you want to pull out the gun. You want to pull out the gun, otherwise you will not be gaining movement. You want to pull out this gun. So what I do here is that once I jump over here, he's going to pull it away. So I recommend waiting. Well, maybe because I slowed down, he's not going to do it. But usually he pulls the gun away. So usually what I do, just because of it, is that I jump from here, I jump like a regularly, and then I do an uppercut. And then usually in that uppercut, he cancels it. Hey, Nintendo. Hold on, let me get a drink. So yeah. It's kind of hard to explain the opening, but it's what I did. So, you just want to roll jump into this, and talk to Cleaver. I roll jump into this, and I'm going to show you the route of Kangaroos. So these guys basically, they move around depending on the angle you approach them from, which means that if you approach them from whatever circle, they will run a certain path. They only have as many paths. Now this guy can be a troll. If you approach him from kind of this angle, I think what I'll get now is a troll angle where he's going to run in place. Now, the worst enemy throughout this mission is actually these rocks or pebbles you see on the ground, because if you charge on one of those, you'll pretty much, sometimes you'll fly over the Kangarat. So we'll see what I get here. I kinda got it. I think he reacted late, but he was gonna run this way. So that's a very bad one. If you miss it like that, that's waste like 3 seconds. So this guy is the easiest one to catch. You basically just want to get on this side and then run straight. Then listen to him, and then you just charge straight, like right there. You catch him right there. This one can be kind of an ass. If he spots you late, you're really good. Like, you're bound to go. So hug the right wall here. He kind of got me late there. Make sure that you come in from the right so that he doesn't run over there. So that if you run this direction, if you run at him from this direction, he's gonna run that way, and that's away from the rest of the mission. So encounter him from the right.
Keep looking.
So now you just want to head over to the other ones. I have a weird strat for this one, but I don't know. It's mostly to avoid people here. So what I do is that I double jump onto this thing. It should bounce me, and then I get him like that.
One more. Bon appetit.
It's just a consistent strat for me. Now here comes the very most important one, and if you don't get this, it's most likely a reset. What you want to do is that you can see that there's that ledge there. What you want to do here is jump over that. He's gonna spot you. You want to run straight, and then run in a circle, and then catch him as he's running right. So do this. Boom. So you caught him like that. Now this is very important to catch him immediately, because if you miss him, you're going to be missing a cutscene skip. Once this mission's over, Cleaver's going to talk to you through one of those flying things, and you have to wait for that dialogue or whatever, or monologue to end before you can start the next mission. But if you eat the sleeper very fast and then head over to this mission immediately, you will overlap the cutscene with the next mission. So you're gonna get the monologue now. I guess I didn't get it cause I paused the game too much. I'm actually getting weird stuff a lot because I'm pausing the game. Alright, so I gotta pause here as well. I didn't get the monologue because I suppose I ate it, then I paused the game and it just kind of disappeared. But what's important to note here is that in the very beginning of the satellite game, you can get a lot of points, and this point system is dependent on RNG, and RNG stands for random number generator. It's basically when something in the game is luck based, and you cannot control it at all. So right here, you can end up losing time to luck if your previous run had better luck than last time. So currently, I have 3 doubles. It's just that if 2 symbols come in from one side, and you catch both of them, like that, you will get 6 points. So I got 4, and I say 4 is average. So I just got 5. 6? Nope, not more. Okay, so I got really good RNG there. The highest I've gotten is 8, and I've only gotten 0 once. I tend to get 3 or 4 a lot. 3 is the average right now. For the amount of time I play this, 4 seems to be the average that I keep going with. I reset on 2. I may actually want to reset on 3 depending on my opening, however. The record may be so optimized. But if you get crap RNG, like 2 or 3 or 1, you're going to end up, at the end of this mission, there's going to be a part where symbols are going to come in from both sides in pairs, and it's going to be twice as fast. It's twice as slow. So that's why I call it the slow cycle, like the slow part or whatever. And you waste a lot of time if you get that. That is impossible to get if you get 5. So now what you want to do is just roll jump over to the nearest leaper, which is this one. Pedestrians can be kind of annoying, but just try to... Okay. So now here comes one of the most important missions in the speedrun. For beginners anyway. This needs a bit of grinding. This needs to be one of your first things to practice in the game. If you're wondering why I'm jumping with the leaper, it's just that look what happens if I walk with the leaper. I like bump up and down, and that can actually slow me down sometimes, like this. So I just seem to jump just to avoid ground obstacles and getting stuck on things. It's not really faster. Also, one quick note. If you're approaching the door, I'd recommend going through here. Going through these two. Because if you're doing it from here, it's going to be kind of awkward to park the leaper. Because watch what happens if you try to park the leaper and you're in the air. You're going to wait for him to land. And that wastes a couple frames. So approach from the right. Thank you, Oren. So skip this cutscene, and I don't know. Let's see if I actually need. Yeah, mash triangle there. I'd just do it, but I didn't remember if so. So now I just want to do the tutorial. There is a little trick that you can do right here. You just want to drive through that, and then this. Now here's a little trick that's pretty inconsistent, and it's really random whether or not it happens. This next one is to learn how to reverse, but if you drive through it, I can't guarantee I'll get it. If you drive through it and brake at the right time, it will count it instead of it will count it anyways, even though you didn't reverse, even though you just did a brake. And it's really random whether you get it or not. It saves about 1.5 seconds or so. So it's not really something big. So just follow the tutorial, it's really easy. For this next one you do need to brake, however. Yeah, like you cannot do it while moving. Okay. Here comes one of the most important part of the early game, the race. Now the desert race has a beginner strat, and this is where I will do this. The opening here is that these race cars. Okay, I got the best pattern. So right there, my race opponents are basically supposed to they start out in a random pattern. And depending on what pattern you get at the start, that depends on how well you will be doing on the beginning of the race. You will obviously overtake them, but so I'm gonna go over the beginner strat first, and that's just to know if you don't want to do race skip. You need to know where to pop your turbo if you're not doing race skip. So pop one in the cave here, and then the one you got at the very beginning, you want to pop at the mud section right here. So the one you got at the very beginning, use it right here. It saves 1 second over the bridge. And you want to jump for this one, and then you kind of want to do a corner cut. Do not do this too sharp, otherwise you will fail the mission. You can test it out yourself to see how well you need to do, or how sharp you can turn. Hey, Raleigh. I think I'll pop one right here. I think I have an extra. It's been a while since I've done the beginner strat on this. So jump for that one. I actually think it's here I use one. Yeah, like that. And then I do this. Yeah. Sorry, it's been a while since I've done this strat. I think that one I popped right there is actually better than the one to use the one in the cave. I will use one in the cave though, because I see I have an extra one. Okay. So that's 2 laps. Now, an optimal time, I don't exactly remember quite well, but I think an optimal time for the race is about a 3:15 without the race skip. I will be resetting the mission, and I will be doing the other strat, and that is the strat I do in the world record. So that if you want to compete for beating my time, you should be doing the strat I will be doing next. So I'll use it right here. Oh, I looked at chat. That's my mistake. Alright. Maybe it's a bit better. Maybe it's like 3:10. That's a good time. I don't remember. Now, to look at it, it looks more like 3:07 or so, because I actually bonked once. So I'll restart the mission, and I will be doing the best strat right now. So we will do this. There we go. Pro strat. So, yet again, I got a decent pattern. I didn't get the best one. I will use this one immediately. I do waste 1 second, but it assures I have a lead over all the other racers. It's very important to get a big lead on the other racers, depending on their pattern, because they will end up... Okay, hold on. I will explain this next lap, but this is the race skip, and that is what it looks like. But it's very important to get a big lead on the other racers, because they will interfere with you and they will screw up your angles and your setups for however you do the race skip. So that turbo I used in the beginning, I wasted about 1 second. I should have used it on the mud section instead of the bridge, but it assured I had a lead on the guys. So what you want to do to get this skip consistently is actually not that bad. It just takes a bit of practice. I used to struggle a lot with it back in the day, but now I kind of never fail it. It's really good. So, you want to grab this one, and then what you want to do is you want to drive, and then turn right, and then activate the turbo, and then jump like that. The important part is that you're on top of the hill whenever you're... Well, you're kind of like half on top of it, and then half to the right whenever you're setting up for the jump. If you have any other angle, you're pretty likely to fail. There are other methods to doing this. I know that some people use the turbo later than me, but this is just a setup I have. If this doesn't work out for you, you can try your own way. But this works really well for me, and I kind of never fail this now. So, here we go. Last one. Once again, just pay attention to how I do this. Drive straight. Turn right, activate the turbo, jump, and you should easily get it. So a good race here is about, I think, a 225. Although I do tend to get worse. Between like 222 and 225, 222, 230 is like good. It's gonna be like a 226 or so, 27. Okay, so immediately after the race finishes, you want to drive right. You want to try to skip the cutscene as fast as possible so you don't have to drive around that palm tree there. But you want to pretty much drive. Yes, this is being uploaded to YouTube. You want to die. So, once you've died, you pretty much spawn back here and it saves a couple seconds. So skip this cutscene, and now you want to do one of the more annoying missions. Let me just take a drink. So for this mission is kind of RNG dependent. Well, not dependent, but there's a lot of luck in it. What I'm doing right now is, you can see on the minimap, I am despawning cars that are heading towards me. Sometimes what the game does is that whatever is not on the screen, whatever hasn't been seen by the player, doesn't exist. So you can despawn other cars if you've never seen them on the screen before. This guy's likely to... Okay, sometimes it doesn't work, but this next guy, if there is going to spawn one, is pretty likely to disappear. You can only have, I think, 4 cars on the minimap, but only 3 in vision. I think that if a 4th one is seen, it'll despawn pretty much immediately. So, these guys are going to screw around with you, and if you flip over, if you get if you interfere with them, it's pretty much not your fault. It's just hard to pretty much maneuver your way around these guys. I got really good spawns there, but I am pretty much I'm not likely to go through this mission without getting at least touched by one of them. Hey, Syed. But sometimes they will drive into random obstacles, which will help you. This guy is pretty likely to hurt me somehow. Okay, that was It's the matter of luck and maneuvering. It's just this mission's just kind of dumb. You'll just lose time to just bad spawns on their part. Like, yeah, this guy's in my way. I'm gonna lose time to him, so I'm gonna have to find a way to get around him, and I just lost time to that. You can't really do anything to that. Vash, this will be uploaded to YouTube, so if you watch from here on out, you can watch the beginning later. So turn around here, and this is okay. Good luck there. Hopefully these will despawn. They will. There is a cactus somewhere here. Yeah, there's a couple of those cacti that I want to avoid. Oh wow. Let's just hope all these despawn. Oh, I'm getting really good. I'm getting lucky here. That was not lucky. I have to get around this guy now. So yeah, this mission is just about maneuvering. It's really just try to do the mission as fast as you can. There's not really that many strats. But yeah. Hey BX. Alright, so once that's done, now what you want to do, this is kind of strange. I'm going to pause this. Once you finish this mission, you want to skip this cutscene, then do a roll jump forward. Why you do this is like, okay, so roll jump forward, pause the game. Now, there's something in this game that's called reset warps. It's where if you restart the mission in certain areas, like do this right here, if I restart the mission, it will put me in not a random spot, but it will put me in a spot that's like maybe further into the game, and that can help me in that regard. It mostly saves time on traveling. So right now I have to walk outside the door and then walk down to the next mission. But if I do a roll jump forward, it shortens the loading screen to get to the next mission. So if I roll jump forward and then restart the game, it will make this loading screen about 3 seconds. 3 or 4 seconds compared to 7 or 8. It shortens it very much to do that extra roll jump. You save about 4 seconds if you do an extra one. Also, this is pretty much the run's breather. This is more or less just do the mission normally. It's really, really easy. It's just, this is, in my opinion, the easiest mission in the game. Hey, Lincolnito, what's up, man? Ah, sucks, man. Yeah, there's not much to say. I guess I can take the time to say thank you, everyone, for 2,000 followers. This special was gonna be my mom gonna be playing Crash Team Racing, but that didn't turn out to be anything anyway, so I just did this instead. And I hope that it will help other people, because I really want more people to run Jag 3 any%, because I think it's a really cool route. It's a really short game. Think about how long it really is, how shortened it is, and then just it has pretty good skips and very nice breaks. Most of the run is very enjoyable in my opinion, so I definitely recommend this run. Thanks, Kyle. And split. Okay, so what you want to do after this mission is that you want to wait for the cutscene, then press triangle once. If you mash it, you will end up jumping off the leaper. I will show you what happens if you jump off the leaper. If you mash it like this, you will be jumping off the leaper, and you will have to wait for this text to come back. Now, if you accidentally do this, you can do a backup strat, where the text that's on the screen right now, you can override it by pressing select. And then once you press select again, for a few frames, the triangle to jump back on the leaper will pop up. There. So you just overwrote the text as you just saw. So that's a backup strat if you end up mashing too quick. It does waste like 2 or 3 seconds, so just try not to mash the cutscene. That also counts for the next mission, which is the Metalheads. These guys are pretty big trolls, and they kind of work in that sense that if you, depending on the way you killed the previous Metalhead, that's the pattern they will have. Like, okay, so the way this works is that once you see the first metalhead, then the pattern that he goes on is decided. So always do 2 roll jumps here, and then get in the car as quickly as you can. Try to drive over to this one as quickly as you can. Always have the gun hit the guy. You will pretty much just try to not... Okay, so just hold gun in, and then reverse, and then try to keep hitting him. Yeah, I'm missing a little bit there. This should be okay, however. He will fall now. So, because I killed him late, I kind of got a crap pattern. This guy was supposed to come around here, but he's going to come around now. So I'm going to have to work it out from here. This is not going very good right now, but maybe I can save this somehow. There we go, he goes down. This guy's in a very good spot. Oh, this is beautiful. He just turned around when I wanted to shoot him, so... Oh, I think he could have went down there, but he's going to go down now. There we go. You'll just have to mess around with these guys mostly. These guys really just depend on how did you kill the previous Leaper and where did you do it. That really just depends on what pattern they will take. Okay, so this Metalheads was okay. I kind of messed up the second one, but I saved it on the third one. So this guy has a 100% chance of turning around whenever you knock him down the first time. This guy stands back up, and that's that mission done. Press triangle again just once, like this. Boom. And then turn left. And head back to base. Now, here's where the game starts to get really broken. There's one reason to why this game just got really broken. And it's a certain gun. There we go. So you just want to pretty much just turbo into this door, or like use your boost or whatever to get into this door. Oh yeah, one thing quick to mention. Whenever you stand here, don't stand like this. Get over here so your camera can fit in the door. So you will be facing this way. If you do not face the wall here, the Leaper that's over there, this guy, I will go over to him, he will actually not spawn. You will have to turn the camera this way in order for him to spawn. He has to not be on the screen. Yeah, Volp, I'm definitely going to try to help Jack 3 to get more fame into running. Tired as hell? I'm doing good, man. Oh wait, you're speaking of noisy. Anyway, so park the Leaper like right here so you can do a punch into a roll jump. And now we will be getting the most broken gun in this game. This gun opens up for an opportunity called CSJ, which stands for Concussor Spin Jumping. And so you want to roll jump into this. Don't skip the cutscene too fast, otherwise there will be a certain glitch that happens. Oh, I just got the Peacemaker visual glitch. That was insanely funny. Even though I didn't laugh. Okay, so once you just get the gun, you roll jump here, charge up the gun, and boom. Once the elevator starts going down, reset the mission. You will skip the scene where the elevator rides to the bottom. You will pretty much just end up outside. Then do 2 roll jumps over to this Leaper, and then walk towards the gate, not towards the mission. Now, here comes the most, in my opinion, one of the more difficult tricks of the run. This was pretty much my run killer, because I just didn't know a consistent strat, but I finally know a consistent strat. It's about 80% consistent, so the chance they'll get a first try is really likely, if I just do my inputs correctly. So go over here, and then grab the Sand Shark. Now you want to head into the desert. So what I do is I drive straight here to spawn a couple cars on that side, and then I turn left, just so they'll leave me alone for a good bit. I may actually want to ditch that strat, because it may lose me a few seconds. But it's something that I've done. But I'll take it to consideration. Hopefully I shouldn't flip by this. Okay. So yeah, I will flip sometimes by trying to go too fast. But just try to remember this is the way you want to go. You kind of have to know the desert. Like, it's not really too hard to know the desert by heart. But what you want to do now is head over to these eggs. And here we go. Welcome to Cave Skip. Okay, so your point of this trick is I need some explaining to do. Your point of this trick is that right now we have about 4 or so missions until we have to do what we call destroy eggs. What will happen is that if you glitch into a mission that's later in the game will assume that you've done every single mission up until the mission you're currently on. So if there were some weapons, items, or something like that in between those missions that you just skipped, you'll get them now. So once I'm inside this cave, I'll be given the blue gun once I reset the mission. So this mission this mission right here, I'm only gonna unlock in about 5 missions, but obviously I'm gonna glitch into it and skip a couple missions, and it saves about maybe 25 minutes or so. This is one of 3 big sequence breaks in the game. So what you want to do here is that we need to head up that. So this actually counts of a couple steps. Walk up to this, and then what you want to do is you want to jump up and get up here. Now your joystick has to be at a pretty precise angle, because if it's not, you won't get this standing animation. That right there, you saw for a second, that means my joystick was right. There again, I got it. This means that my analog stick is at the correct angle in order to jump off this. So there, you can see that it's in the right precision, and I can jump off this just like this. Hold on, let me just get the angle again. Can't seem to get the angle now. There we go. So I can pretty much just... Thanks, music. So once you've done this, you want to get up on this rock. Now, you have to grind this out. I'd recommend making a save here. Hey, B-Dub, what's up, man? I'd recommend making a save and then grind the heck out of this trick until you get it, like, consistently. This is also one of the things you want to grind out if you want the record. So the full process is that right here you want to double jump, spin, double jump, spin, shoot. So what you want to do is you want to get around that rock, and then you want to double jump, and then spin, and then do a shot. Now what you want to do now is just mash X and shoot. Boom. And you're up. That's how it is. I'll do it one more time just to show it off. So double jump, spin, double jump, shoot, spin, mash X, and... Okay, so sometimes you'll get this. That means... What was off there was my, I kinda discovered this trick. I knew this was possible, but Music Control was the one to perform it first, but I was the one to catch this trick on video first. Cave Skip was found by Lapone36, but I found the improved way of it. Well, I was like, it's split between me and Music, kind of. I just didn't see him do it. My camera just messed up there, hold on. Okay, I'll do it a couple more times just to show it off. Double jump, spin. Hold on a second. Double jump, spin, shoot, mash X and whatever, and you'll get up here. And that's how it's done. So I don't want to waste all my bullets here, but that's how it is. Yeah, I have just made this trick. So that's part 1. That's the hardest part of this trick. Now what you want to do is that, okay, so right here you can see that there's an invisible wall. We want to get in there. We can actually stand on that air. So what you want to do is that we want to get over this invisible wall by crouching down, doing a high jump. Remember, if you play Jak 1, Jack 1's double jump, ground bonk, and high jump is the same height. High jump is superior in this game. High jump is better than both of these. So always do high jump if you're doing something wrong. So what you want to do is high jump, then shoot, spin, and that's a CSJ. That's a concussor spin jump. So high jump, shoot, spin, shoot. And you should be over that wall. So as you can see, we can't walk back out. Oh, I'm stuck. I can walk back out. Okay, there we go. Where am I, dude? Okay, now I know where I am. So once we've landed on that air, we just want to jump up to the solid ground and then walk through this. Now, what you want to do is head over to the left until you walk through this. Now you'll see that you can end up falling into the cave. So punch and spin, so you don't take fall damage. And congratulations, we have made it behind the eggs. I will show you, because we can actually walk through these. But yeah, the eggs are on the other side of this, as you can see. So what you want to do is, once you've made it through this, you just want to roll jump. You kinda right now just have to roll jump as far into the cave as... Hey, gay porn. Dude, that name sounds like gay porn. It's actually gape horn. Oh my god. Was that the whole joke of that name? Oh my god. So once you're past this first pillar, kind of, a little more than the first pillar, reset the mission. Okay. So now, we're inside the cave, and we have successfully done cave skip. Hooray. Now we're inside the mission with the wrong car. And because we're inside the cave with the wrong car, the game gets really confused, and now there's no music. So now we have to do this mission with the incorrect car. Hey, Zomk Chicken. Okay, so once you're at the spiral thing, you can cut a corner here. This won't always go well, but you do this and land down here. Sometimes you land on the, on the other side. Yeah, you will most likely, there is a chance that you could die here. So the route for this is basically shoot that. Shoot this. Also, you can hear Sig in the car, but he's not really there, because obviously you've glitched the mission. So, this one is tricky. What you want to do here is you want to lean on that little slope to see if you can hit this guy. So do this. Boom. Okay, I didn't get that. So I'm just gonna go Rambo him right now. It's just that if I were to get this guy, if I were to get that guy on the slope, the strat is to get this guy on the slope like this, and then turn this way and then hug the left wall here to hit that egg there. So that's the first room done. The first room strats I really like because they're very consistent, and it's the part of where you are least likely to fuck up. Also, in this mission, don't slow down. Bats hurt a lot. So, I kind of have to pause if I want to explain anything. So, that one you just want to hit and then turn around. Now, okay, this could be tricky for you if... Yeah, I might actually die since I'm standing still right now. The bats are going to shoot me. So you want to head over this rock part. You could fall here and jump at the end there. So, shoot this. Now here comes the most risky part of this route. You want to fall down on this rock part here, and then see if you can hit this, land right in front of this guy to kill him. This guy, it's more like an egg, but whatever. Okay, so shoot this. Shoot this, and we're out of here. So that's the route. You will, if you're doing this for the first time, you may want to take, you may actually take a lot of damage to begin with. So, yeah. I always jump there just because I have flipped over there before, so I may not want to do it again. Also, here's a corner cut yet again. Fall down here, and then jump up here. Hey, Oakson. What's up, man?
You're still with us. I'm impressed. And you destroyed the metalhead eggs. I suppose mercy is in order, and it is granted.
So here's the most driving dependent part of the speedrun. Hey, Roser, what's up, man? So here's the most driving dependent part of the run. It's about two and a half minutes of driving right now. So once you're done with the mission, you want to head back. You'll want to head back to the gate or whatever. You're doing this because you're switching cars. Also, someone was confused. I think it was iMisty. He was confused that I could go into first person. Okay. Okay. So now you want to drive pretty much, I'm going to show you on the map, all the way from the gate down to the temple right there. So that's a pretty long drive. So I don't really have much to say. So if chat got any questions so far, ask away. Also, the chat doesn't have to be jack relevant. Also, try to shoot the guys if they're in your way. Like, you can pretty much just get free boosts here. You can't blow up your car because you will pretty much... I'm assuming you mean after destroy eggs. The game will spawn you in front of the cave again with the correct car, so you actually also lose time. Hey, Nell. Actually, this drive is shorter than I thought, so we're actually not going to be discussing too many things. Is this to earn? I'm pretty sure I've already been playing for like 50 minutes. Hey, Mysora. Alright. Wow, Roser, what a question. Hold on, I actually got a good question here. I've got a question. How do you learn all the glitches? I mean, you can't find all of them on your own, can I? Oh, how do I learn all the glitches? I learned them myself. I just know how the game works. Cave skip was all on Lapagna, Cave and City skip was Lapagna, and Volcano skip was just kind of Tom Jack. And Lapagna as well. Lapagna found all the major glitches in this game. So, right here, once you jump over that waterfall and you see the map disappear, restart the mission here. This was actually found like a week ago, and you will spawn inside here. Now, that I'm actually very excited to do in my next run, because I didn't do that, and it could take me like 10 seconds here. So, here comes the next major glitch. What you're supposed to do in the game right now is you're supposed to climb the temple, all the way up there, glide to the volcano, go through the volcano, and then get the invisibility power up. And then what you want to do is that you want to grab the invisibility power up here, and then go through this path. But right now, the eye can see me. If he couldn't see me, I could go through. But we can completely skip around the eye, and skip going to the volcano. So we basically skip Monk Temple Tower, glide to the volcano, and find the invisibility power up in volcano. For some reason, the programmers of this game thought that let's just make this pillar non-solid so people can go through it. So through the top of that, you can go through that. And for some reason, I glitched back in through. There we go. So once you land, you're on this tiny platform, and this is just a clusterfuck of glitch-like objects. So what you want to do is you want to do a curved jump, like from... You're basically standing over there, and then you want to just go over here. So you can see that the spikes are through the floor. And through that door over there, we got a bunch of stairs here. Now, I'm actually going to try a new strat. There is, like, usually what I aim for is that little corner there. And there's many ways to do that. There is roll jump, there's regular jump, there's extended uppercut. So I will try... Actually, there's not really beginner strat. It's just do whatever you feel like here. I'm actually going to try the roll jump strat here. And I haven't not really done it before. So, roll jump, then... He does not want to shoot. That was strange. He just did not want to shoot. I was even pressing shoot several times. Okay, now he wants to shoot. That was so strange. Never had that happen. I'm just gonna keep shooting just to make sure that he actually wants to. So, this is going terrible. I don't know. That was weird. He didn't want to shoot. But I will show you multiple methods. It's not like there is a, you know, pro strat or anything for this. It's just whatever works the best for you, because it's really just a matter of minor seconds here at this point. So, roll jump. He does not want to shoot. I guess I have to spin first. Okay. That's a good point. But yeah, I will show off the other strat since I clearly have to practice that one more. But it's just that I see others use the roll jump more than me. But the one I use is actually an extended uppercut. And that is actually a Jack 1 trick. I don't recommend trying this. I'd recommend doing regular jumps like this. I will pretty much show you what I think you need to learn. Jump, jump, shoot, spin, etc. And you should grab the ledge. Now you'll head through. And you're through here. So, I don't really need to show off more. It's just whatever fits you the best to make it to here. It's not really that hard. Now you want to grab the Dark Eco. Okay, so now... something funny that's gonna happen is... Watch this. Boom. He pulls away the gun because... he pulled away the gun because the game realized that this is kind of a checkpoint. And look at the missions. Once you pull away the gun, the game realized that, okay, he's at this point. I guess he must have done all the other missions. So the game just assumed that I did climb Monk Temple Tower, glide to Volcano, and find Satellite Volcano. So I just skipped 3 missions. Because I went through that wall, and I went right here. This also means that I have the invisibility power up, but it's kind of useless in the speedrun. To kill these guys quick, you just want to do a Dark Blast, which is an uppercut in Dark Jack form. Ugh. So through this door, there are some spiders, and to despawn those spiders, once you've killed these guys, you pretty much want to hit this button on like the very edge, which is actually extends farther than you think. So right here. And then you want to do a punch. If you get off the platform, those spiders will despawn. So you don't have to pull out any gun. Into the pillars, just kind of do whatever. It's just, like, to get into the pillars, just... You can do whatever you want. It's just that I'd recommend ending it off with a spin. You have to get kind of... I'd recommend just jumping, then shoot, double jump, spin, and then you're through. So... Right here, a lot of people seem to struggle because they forget that high jump is superior to double jump. I actually think this is kind of impossible to make with a double jump, so always remember that right here the game wants you to activate the invisibility power up to go across, like this. But I'm just gonna die. just to get rid of that. Anyway, so you want to duck down, high jump, and then do a CSJ. So high jump, shoot, spin, shoot. Easy as that. Then do it again. High jump, shoot, spin, shoot. No problem. Really easy. And now you just want to roll jump to the precursor. So once you skip this cutscene, you want to hold down left, because it's gonna leave you with a weird angle. And then roll jump, so you get into this thing. Skip this, and then activate light jack heel. You need to activate this to go through the door. I could be a teacher.
Jack, this is Ashlyn. I'm glad you're still alive. I see Damus still keeps tabs on his old beacons. Listen, I've got to see.
So once you've done that mission, you want to head back out to your car, and then you want to shoot it with the blue gun. You do this because when you destroy your vehicle in certain spots, it puts you back on this. So roll jump right, and then you want to head into this. Now you're back here. And now, this is where reset warping becomes really OP. This reset warp right here. When you shoot in the air like that, is it always like that? Do you mean that the concussor... yeah, well, the concussor... the concussor shot will always boost you up. It just depends on when you shoot it. You just have to time everything really nicely. So once you get out of this gate right here, the gate strat, it's really easy. It's just crouch down, then it's just crouch down, then do a high jump, then spin, then shoot. You just have to time it right. I think what most people do wrong is that they're not really spacing their shoot and spin. I think they're just spinning too fast, and that ends up not getting them across. It's really, really easy, actually. But anyway, once you've shot your car, you end up back here. Grab the dune hopper, and then restart the mission once you get out of the gate. This skips the whole travel to Ashlyn, to the Oasis anyway. And now you're right beside Ashlyn. Now, this mission is just spam away your beam reflexor, and then hope that you get the best drops right here. Oops, I hit Ashlyn. I'm actually getting really good drops here. So always grab everything you see, because the game will give you... basically the game is going to give you the least of what you have. So that if you don't have a lot of yellow ammo, it's basically just going to throw yellow ammo at you like crazy. Hey, Jersey. So this is just spam away and just hope you get good luck on the ammo drops here. And just go for all the yellow ammo you can see. If you run out and you're pretty desperate for ammo, just use blue gun. Although always aim for the yellow. So once she stands still, yep, each drop is 30, so that it's very helpful. Now we get the most awesome item in the speedrun. Here's another instance of pause buffer. Once you're at your car, you can overwrite the text by pausing the game with select, unpausing, and quickly pressing triangle to get in your car. So we just got the jet board, and the jet board is, in my opinion, the most awesome item in the speedrun. This is why I really like Jak and Daxter. I just really like to mess around with the jet board. It's just one of my favorite items ever. And that's one of the things that make the run way more enjoyable as well. So right here, slow the fuck down. If you flip over here, you will slowly go down into the water. And I've seen a person yesterday waste about a minute on that, because he got stuck on a rock. Also minor jump there, minor shortcut. I feel like there's not too much to explain right now. But for now, just drive to the temple, and we should be all good. Yep, it's PDF. Jak and Daxter's Underground 3. That should be a game. I'm gonna use the turbo here, but I will slow down a little bit because I have driven into the water by having too much speed. So right here, once again, once you see the minimap disappear, restart the mission. There. So now you want to do... Okay, so we got on the jet board. Now, as you know, Lemoire is the master of the skateboard, and I will teach you how to use this properly. Okay. So there's so many things you need to know about the jet board in order to master it. And there's just not a lot of people that know how this thing works. To press R1, you pull it out. To press R1, or to press R2, you pull it out and you pull it back in. The speed technique of this is basically that in the air, if you hold R1 or a direction, you will do a flip. Back flip, front flip, side flip, anything. So thank you, Bloppy, and good night. Okay, so if you hold L1, you will do a launch jump like this. Okay, so one thing to note is that this is one of the most important things about the jet board, is that if you jump, look at this. If I mass jump, I'm just jumping like this. But if I just let myself fall a bit, you can see that little like wave. That's a boost jump. If I let myself fall, if I just mash like that, I won't get the same effect. But if I let myself fall for half a second, I will get the boost jump. This combined with a high jump, or a launch jump, is very high. This combined with a front flip is very, very high. Now, that's how high jumping works in this game. Now, here comes speed techniques. Side flips. This consists of... actually, there's one thing I need to say as well. There's a speed technique to gain half of your speed immediately. It's by punching and then pulling out the jet board. So this. It's basically half of the max speed. So now if you wanna gain speed on this thing, you gotta jump, hold to either left or right, and then hold R1. So like that. That's how it works. That's called a side flip. So right here, this will be a combination of hit that guy with circle, then do side flips. This will pretty much just be a mission that it's gonna look like I'll utterly destroy it, but you'll just need to practice the heck out of this in order to, you just need to practice with the skateboard in order to get this movement that I have. I've developed this movement very slowly, but I will show you this movement, or the route of this. So you have to grab 18 orbs. First you want to head over to the left, hit the wall there, and then do another side flip. I would not risk doing as many side flips as I do, because I kind of just go a little bit too fast. I go very risky in certain spots. That jump right there is actually kind of tricky, because sometimes that I will be doing a boost jump, even though I didn't mean to. So I may overshoot the orb sometimes, and end up dying and waste. That happened in my world record, actually. That's one of the biggest mistakes. It was about 12 seconds. Try not to get caught on too many things. Do side flips if you can, but don't do too many, otherwise you will just end up, it's gonna look like you're kind of trying too hard, and it's gonna be less of in your favor than anything else. Now this is just a complete pro strat right here. Once you grab this orb, I'll need an audio cue, and this audio cue is basically that once I grab this orb, I can move while the game has its camera focused on the door. So I can do a side flip, launch jump, front flip, and land right in front of the door. So I'll see if I can do it. Yep, there we go. That's how that's done. It was kind of an early jump, but it works that way. So once again, there is actually another pro/beginner strat coming up right here. This is called the freezeless platform skip. And right here, there's three platforms that rotate really fast. If you jump on them, you'll get hurt. Now, what I'd recommend doing is that for the beginner strat, I recommend freezing time. And then jump to the second one, wait until they've frozen. That's an extended uppercut. I don't think I need to explain what that is. I have a video about extended uppercut for itself. So that's that. That's how you do that. That strat's kind of good if you want to know how to do that. Sometimes I get caught on the first orb. Sometimes I get caught in the floor beat up if I do triangle on the first orb. But for the pro strat, this is what I do. I stand on this stretch here, then I pull out the jet board, side flip, launch jump, front flip, and then do a launch jump again, and then drive through there. So you can stand on top of that for a little bit, and that's how you do that strat. So let me just get this off here. Oops. If you don't have forwards momentum, the game's kind of going to send you in random directions with the side flips. You really have to mess around with the jet board just to know how it works. This room. This room I want to say has a pro strat. But I do the beginner strat because personally myself, I hate the strat for this room. The fastest strat for this room, I will put pro strat here, although nobody should really do this strat because it's inconsistent. These rotators just go so fast that there's no way of 100%ing going through these. What you want to do is you want to pull out this jet board, jump, jump, jump. Okay, so I got through it. That was just me getting lucky. Shut up, browser. I don't know English. So, if I keep doing this, I will eventually get unlucky and get hit. So I'm getting very lucky right now. That was my mistake, because I wall kicked off. There. So this is what can happen if you go for it and runs. It's not consistent. There is no visual cue because it just goes way too fast, and you will end up getting hit by either of those. There is some people that do this, but personally this strat is slower. Going over like this. Personally, I don't like that strat. I know that PDF does this, but I think this is even slower than slowing down time, because that can happen as well. The strat I do is that I just slow down time. Whenever this thing like is straight, like at a straight line, I just punch, and then I pull out the jet board. Now, here comes one of the hardest things for beginners. This is the double rotator skip. This skip's going across that and this rotator, and it consists of getting on that side by going under this. This consists of a very certain CSJ method by doing jump, shoot, double jump, shoot, spin. So, this is how it works. You go under, shoot, double jump, spin, shoot. Now, I just did ledge grabless. That, like, never happens. Oh my god. That was perfect. Ledge grabless barely happens for me. So, that I got that was really, really good. That means that was pretty much flawless. I think I've only done that twice, and that was my second time ever. So, what should happen is you should... Thank you, Last Judgment. Is you should jump, shoot... Just watch my inputs. I can't really say them for sure. It's just that the old way I did this, I think, was this way. Like that. But now I kind of spin and shoot on the same time. But, yeah, this is how you want to do it. It's just jump, shoot, jump, spin, shoot. and you should grab the ledge on the other side. My camera's... Camera! Kinda want to show that I'm actually grabbing the ledge. I've not tried it backwards, but I'll give it a shot. Yeah. Didn't expect, though. It's because I store the double jump. No, I mean, this is just the most consistent way of getting it. You can do it... It might be possible to extended uppercut this, but I don't know. It kind of looks too hard. That looks like a Taz thing, to be honest. Yeah, like that. So it's just jump, shoot, double jump, shoot, spin, and that's just it, I think. Just observe. I can't really say my inputs for sure. But once you've done that, you just pull out the jet board here, and then you jump across this bridge that you're supposed to freeze time on, but you can make it across with one jump. And that, my friends, is Jetboard Test. One of my most optimized missions. Hey, Phils. Nothing to say on this. There's not really a strat for this. It's just drive through it fast. The only thing I have to say is just shoot everything that could potentially kill you, and don't get hit like I did there. Shoot these things, those tomato thing, whatever they are. And obviously get the arrows right here. Other than that, there's nothing to it. There's only one blue ramp, though, Roser. Okay, so right here, I'm very confused. NTSC seems to save about 6 seconds over PAL right here. PAL's shield seems to pop very late. As compared to NTSC, it pops immediately. I don't know that. I think NTSC is just faster in that regard. But here it is. What you've all been waiting for, the Ecomine proxy tutorial. So right here you want a punch board, and then you just want to do this. It should have made it up there, and then do this. Okay. Now for the Ecomine. Normally on the Ecomine you have to go through it regularly. You have to go through... I don't know if you can see my mouse. You probably can't. No, you can't. But you pretty much just want to go through that whole path until you're there. And that is how Ecomine works. So, here's what you want to do. You just want to fly. And fly over to that green dot. This works that way, that this was found by DJ TomJack73. These little boxes here in that little area there, Jack is too big for that area. So once you get in here, the game is like, okay, this guy is stuck. We gotta get him out of here somehow. And the game does this way that it proxies you straight up in the air. So here's what you want to do. This looks insane, by the way. This is pretty mind-blowing. Pull out the jet board, turn left. Like that. Once you turn left and he kind of does that thing, mash the fuck out of X. So, boom. You're launched straight up in the air. You can hold L1 and launch, but it gives you more height, and I want to land earlier, so it's actually a safe strat that I do here. So once you're proxied up in the air, if you're new to this game, again, look at the map. This is a beginner strat. To look at the map to see that where you want to land. So you want to follow this, and just try to follow your heart, and if you're new to this trick, it's still faster to look at the map a ton than to die on it over and over, or to go through the Ecomine regularly. So keep looking at the map if you're new to this, and see, oh, I'm off here, I gotta go more left. And once you think you're there, look at the map one final time, and you should be there. A little more left, and we are finally done, and we've done the skip. There we go. So you're meant to land right beside this. Now for the pro strat. Pro strat is basically what we call mapless. It's basically finding your way through the whole eco mine without looking at the map. Now I got 2 cues for this. A certain angle, 3 cues then. A certain angle, the rail tracks, and a lamp. So what I want to do here is go through. Oh shit, that was bad. Mash X, go here, and then turn this way. Now if I hit the mountains right there, I'm at a correct angle. So about now I want to take it off. Now once I see the rails, I know that I need to head left. And once I head left, I see this lamp. That lamp right there. That one, that yellow one up there. That is my cue. So, yeah, you want to take off the jetboard when you kind of know you're there. So that's how you land on that. So that's the pro strat. For the eco mine, there's not really much, to be honest. It's kind of like a mix between... there is just... I'd say there's one strat that you should do, is that... for this beginning jump... Hey Frozen, what's up, man? For this first strat, there is a pro strat that you want to jetboard, side flip, launch jump, then cut this corner and take that off. You want to pretty much make it to that. And the beginner strat, I'd say, is to do this. Side flip, launch jump, and then land over here instead. This is a little bit safer, so you don't have to curve around like that, like to get around that that turn up there. So that's a strat I definitely recommend. So I'm just gonna do the pro strat again, and then show you how to go through the eco mine fast. Oh, that actually wasn't a high jump because what happened there was my jump just wasn't good enough, so I wasn't able to do it there. But once you land on this, you basically want to pull out your beam reflexor and then spam it for a good like 30 bullets or so. 30 or 35 bullets. And then you want to pull out the jetboard again. Side flip, launch jump, front flip. You should make it up here, no problem. Now you want to head up these with like uppercuts or whatever you want to do. And now what you want to do is get on this thing. Now there's also a... I'm actually going to go up and get that checkpoint up there, so hold on a second. That was... Did I touch it? I did get the checkpoint. I barely just got that, so... That was the weirdest jump I've ever done. So, there's a couple of strats you can do once you get to this section. Wow, I cannot make it back there. Let me just quickly just do this. Jesus Christ! I cannot even make it back there. Okay. There we go. So once you... what I'd say is a beginner strat here is to... If you can't make that jetboard jump... the beginner strat here is to double jump, shoot, spin, shoot. To basically do a CSJ here and then jump up here. That is the beginner strat. That's what I recommend to do. But as you can see, what I did before was I got up on this thing, stood on kind of the very back, and I did the pro strat here, which is side flip, launch jump, and then get up here. I didn't mess it up there because I think I need to fix something with my camera here. I'm just not really doing too good today with this. Oh, that was not good. I'll show it off one more time if I can. I'm just bad, man. I'm bad. I am seriously bad at this game. I'm trying to show off all these pro strats and then I'm messing them up. Alright, let's just line this up easily. So side flip, launch jump, there we go. And then keep driving. Now, there's actually another beginner strat. One, I am bad, Frozen. Okay, so once you get up on this, there's a checkpoint, so don't worry. I'm gonna show off the beginner strat. That's to clear all the enemies. And once you've cleared all the enemies, you basically want to side flip and then launch jump to front flip. Kill all the enemies here if you already haven't, and then do another side flip in the launch jump there. So that's the beginner strat there. So the pro strat for this is actually that once you come out of this... There we go. So that once you come out of this this jetboard jump right here, you wanna keep driving, and then jump here, cut that corner, and then keep going right there. So you basically just don't take the jetboard off at all, and then make it to the very end, like that. So that is something that takes a good bit of practice, and that is basically the eco mine done. For the beginning, I'd recommend, like, right here, I'd say you should just, if you can't get the jetboard to go all the way, I just say stand right here, do a side flip, and then easily complete that. So that's the eco mine for you. Hit this. Now this is the longest break in the run. You have like 10 seconds to do whatever. So I'm gonna stretch out here. Okay, so we're gonna immediately jump into the pro strat for this, because there is no beginner strat. I want to teach everyone the pro strat. Because everyone seems to be doing this the wrong way. So right here, jump until you see the number that's 47, between 45 or 50. Until you basically see it go up. That means you've hit the one over there. Now drive down here. Basically want to hit those two there. And then what you want to do right here is that the strat for this is you want to hit these two, and then you want to hit the two down there. Okay. So once you've hit those two, let me just hit this one real quick. Yo, can I hit this? There we go. Now, the important part about this is that people assume that you just have to hit those two, right? And then it should be I should be good, right? No. Basically, there is another track target that's behind a wall you can't really see. It's over there. It's basically down there. And you want to hit this wall in order to hit it. So shoot kind of straight, and that you'll see that the shots is kind of going downwards. It's kind of random whether you get it or not. But you do want to get it like that. That is how you want to get it. And then whether you think you got it or not, that just all up to you. You decide whether you got it or not. I actually don't think I got it. But it's a wall over there that you want to shoot. You don't have to do this jetboard jump, but I do. It's a pro strat. That right there. And then shoot right here. And then if you did it correctly, your mission should end right here. That's how you want to do that. That basically means that that basically means that if the mission ends right there, that means I did hit the I hit the third track target behind the wall. You waste literally 20 or 15 seconds if you miss that. So yeah, I have figured out that bomb train pretty much. See, these are the two track targets that you're supposed to hit, and that is the one that's behind that wall that you can't see. So you have to just stand up there, shoot down on these mountains or whatever, and then trust yourself that you think you hit it. So it's that track target right there. These are the two you can see. That's the hidden one over there. Okay, so, and then obviously when you end the mission, the last one you should hit is the one over there. Now I got a couple pro strats here. The pro strat for this movement is this. If you can do it better, you don't even have to take out the jetboard. Beginner strat, take out the gun and shoot a bit. You don't have to pull out the jetboard if you want to. You can just walk across here casually. But other than that, stand in the front here so that you'll get closer to the boss door. And then just punch forward, and then just duck down. Now for Precursor Robot. There is actually strats involved in this guy, even though he's kind of timed. A quick tip, if you get lazy, just turn into Dark Jack and then turn back. You won't get hit by any lasers, they will go straight through you. Now once you shoot these things, you want to pull out the beam reflexor, and then you want to go close to them and then shoot twice. So do this, so that they will fall off the stage. Getting those kills is actually faster than melting them by just spamming bullets everywhere. So that's how that works. Go close to them and then shoot twice. Now you want to do a high jump on the 4th one and then spin. And then hit whichever one you want. And then mash triangle. So skip the cutscene. Again, if you get lazy, just do this. You won't get hit. This is another one of the runs breathers. It's really easy. Shouldn't be any issue with this. That was lucky. If you do the right target last, it's tough because the platform on the right. I just did it. I don't have any issue with this boss. Anyway, there's one quick note I want to actually give here. Once this door opens, just hold up. Don't punch or anything. By just simply walking into the door, you will shorten the loading screen by already 3 seconds. It's the only method that I found out to shorten this loading screen. The loading screen will be longer if you roll jump or anything into it. Now you're in Haven City, and you'll pretty much be saying goodbye to Haven City for really, like... You won't be doing this. You won't be doing Haven City. There's just nothing to it. So what you want to do first is you want to pull out the jet board here. Then maneuver your way through this stuff. And then grind on this. And here comes Haven City Skip. God, it is so dark that you probably cannot see a thing right now. I am so sorry, but there is a piece of trash here. That's angled so that you can walk up and then you fall down right here. Now, what you want to do here is that right now, if I were to save the game, I'm actually going to do that just to show you. This is pretty much the most broken thing in the game. Let me just... This is my cave skip save, so I don't want to delete that. What about my other memory card? Oh, it's hero mode. This seems kind of useless. Okay, so I just saved the game, and we're at 40%, as you can see. Now what we want to do is that we want to head into the Palace Ruins, which is pretty much the end of the game. We want to go up there. That broken area up there. And, okay, this is how you do Haven City Skip. A lot of people seem to struggle with this. I think it's one of the easiest tricks in the game. Basically how it works is that you want to crouch down and then do a CSJ. So basically, your angle has to be up, but slightly to the left. So it means up... Okay, I'm going to grab the other joystick. So it means like you basically want it to be up, like this, but like slightly to the left. So it's like that. Very slightly. And then this. Just that angle. Very small bit like this. To the left. It's not that precise. I make it sound more precise than it is, but... So what you want to do is high jump, then shoot, spin, shoot, And once you see yourself getting stuck on something, mash X and shoot. And you should get it. So, jump, shoot, spin, shoot. I didn't get stuck on something, so that means that I missed it. Jump, shoot, spin, shoot. I'm stuck. No, I thought I was gonna get that, but... Okay, jump, shoot, spin, shoot. I'm not actually getting stuck on anything. I just think it's too dark for me to do this trick right now. Okay, so I'm stuck on something, so that you can see that once I got stuck on that little piece, maybe I actually should do, I'd recommend what I did there is to back it up, spin and shoot again. You don't exactly have to do it that way. Once this music appears, and once Jack pulls away the gun, you know that you've gotten the trick. So I'm going to show it off again. High jump, shoot, spin, shoot, spin, shoot. Once you get stuck on something, then mash, jump, and shoot. And it's pretty easy, actually. It's not really that big of an issue for me anyway, but it should be an issue in the beginning, but you'll get it. You'll get used to it. So, high jump, shoot, spin, shoot. I should have kept shooting. I am messing it up way more. I always get this first try. I don't know what it is. High jump, shoot, spin, shoot, spin. Oh, I'm stuck on something. That means that you should always mash, jump, and shoot. And you should get up here. Wow, I have never been in this such dark area before. It is so dark in the game right now. And once we've done this, look at my health right now, and look at my weapons. I have 6 guns, you see? Once I head in here. Oh, that's because I saved, so now the game's gonna auto-save. I'm actually gonna pull out the memory card. Oh, maybe I shouldn't. I actually want to show this off to you guys. Now we have 12 guns. And now my health is full. You can't really see it right now. There we go. Health is full. And the game auto-saved, which means that we're on 93... No, wait. Is this the wrong memory card? It is. Hold on a second. It should be 91% actually. So, we just went from 40% to 91. We just skipped half the game. We just saved about 2 hours and 20 or 30 minutes of gameplay. Just free 2 hours. Down the drain. And because we've done that, we have every single gun in the game, and we also have every single ability. And because we have every single ability, we can pull out the wings for Lightjack. These wings are really, really broken. Immediately as you get into the Palace Ruins after you do the skip, you want to do IFG. Now, IFG stands for Infinite Flight Glitch. And this consists of a method where you press... circle is to shield yourself, and X is to flap. Now, this needs practice to get the timing right, but if you jump and flap and shield flap, you will be getting what's called Infinite Flight Glitch. Now, Lightjack with wings is not supposed to be gaining height. He's only supposed to be getting lower and lower to be going distances. Like this, you're not supposed to be gaining height, but with this method you can actually gain height and go over that wall. Get the refill here, I'd recommend it, and then touch this checkpoint. This area works that way that if you don't touch certain checkpoints, some of the level's going to deload. So, if I were to fly up right now, I'm going to show this off, because if I can Infinite Flight Glitch... Oh my god, I cannot fly. Please fly. Wow, I am messing this up so bad. Oh my god, please, dude. Here we go. Half the level is about deloaded. There is like kind of a couple of obstacles on the track here. You can stand on this, but that's it. So, you will fall to your death, if anything. So, if you don't touch certain checkpoints, this will happen to your level. There is one more checkpoint we need to touch. I'm actually gonna go grab this again. There we go. So now, right here, I'm gonna show off a pro strat with the jet board. And that's not really this room, but it's more like the next room here. So the best way to do this is actually do the intentional way, which is by breaking this with going Dark Jack and pressing R1. So, side flip down this, and then jet board through this. Now just spam the beam reflexor. I don't really need to go back and show off a beginner strat. What I'd just say is just don't use the jet board too much there, otherwise you'll get launched off. I'd say just do what you think is the best to do, and just use, you know, just walk instead. So right now, this platform right here is actually the second checkpoint. So once you've touched that, all of the level will load. So you can pretty much just go to the end. And the fastest way to go to the end is by going over here to this edge, to this barrel, and then doing infinite flight glitch to the end. So go through here. That was too close. Oh my god. Activate Dark Jack and head through here. And that was Palace Ruins.
Look alive, Jack.
Now, this includes two kind of pro strats here. I won't be going back for them, because the beginner strats is not something I need to show off, because it's not really a strat. It's just going the regular way. So there are two jumps in this that are very, very important to get if you want to compete for the record. This is my least favorite mission in the game, just because it's just, you just bump on everything and it's just retarded. I don't like this mission at all. Okay, so over there you can see that there's this bridge you can knock down and then you go over there. But you can actually cut a corner here, that if you drive like this, jump and do the turbo, you can make it over here. Obviously without flipping. But landing is small detail. It's just making the jump that's the important part. That saves like a good 15 seconds. Backing off right here is stupid. There's just so much trash everywhere here that you're just gonna get stuck on everything. Like, you see what I mean. Right here there's actually another pro strat. And this consists of driving right and then up this, then jump and use the turbo here. And once you're up, you should be fine. I'm gonna fall back down, I think. Yeah, okay. Well, once you're up there, you just go for the turret. And then just go through the normal way. But since I fell, I am going to show off the regular way. Hey Zeus, what's up, man? So there's no more shortcuts in this mission. It's just about doing it regularly now. Just woke up, I see. There's a couple strats here, I guess, to jump across this, but there's just not much, really. It's just, I don't need to tell you what to do, you can just observe. There is a little YOLO jump here, but I don't really do it. It consists of this little crevice. I guess I'll do it once. I guess I'll knock this over just so it won't bother me, but usually I just knock the bridge over. This could cause my death, but we'll see. So I drive down here and then we do that. And if I hit the tower, then that's good. Okay. And that's that. I'm glad we're done with that stupid mission. I hate that part of the run. Now this part is just another, you know, one of these things. And it's really bad. Okay. So immediately, once we come into this next room strat, you want to pull out the beam reflexor. This is actually kind of a new strat. Pull out the beam reflexor and walk to the right, and then just start spamming it. And hopefully you should get around a 53 or so. 54, good. That's good. Now you want to abuse infinite flight glitch yet again. So just get the timing down. If you basically, I'd actually recommend practicing infinite flight glitch before you start a run, maybe, because sometimes you're okay, and then you want to head through this corner. Now your camera will kind of spaz out, but just keep going until you will see this elevator. And now we're in space, so don't worry if the elevator looks like it despawned. It will come back once I get close to it. Well, I was a Ratchet & Clank kid too. I played everything Frozen. It's not like I was stuck to one specific series. Okay, so the elevator is right there. You want to go below the platform for the elevator. Now fall. Keep falling even though it's the dark area. Once you see the door, start flapping a bit. Wait for the floor to load and then land. And there we go. Now, I will go through the pro strat for this. And it is side flip, do this, then do that. And that's the strat. I will die just to show off the beginner strat here. Beginner strat is just not using the jet board at all. It is actually, when I began running this game, this was actually a part where I was really considering I should not be using the jet. I should be using the jet board here, but it's just too scary. Okay, for final boss, there is only one there's only one strat for this final boss, and that strat is pro strat. Now for final boss, there is only one strat. And that strat is to get this we call perfect pattern. And perfect pattern is just where... Perfect pattern is basically you have to end the final boss at a certain spot. He should die at the same spot every time. This takes a bit to practice. So what you want to do is you want to hit this, drive over here, and try to hit this thing. If you don't hit both of those, that's okay. Hit both of these, turn around. Now you want to hit both of these. Now here comes the most important thing to hit. It was good I got that, but these two right here, you need these, otherwise you kind of will fuck up. So once you gotten those, head over here. And now you want to wait for the final boss to move forward. Once he's taking his steps, shoot those two, wait for this one. Turn around. That's the perfect pattern. That's the best possible pattern to get for this final boss. Up this, you just want to CSJ, and sometimes it doesn't work, but just keep trying until it'll work. It's kind of awkward because there's a sandstorm going on. And for the rest of the game, it's pretty much just beat the final boss. This is a 4-minute final boss, so there's not a whole lot to it. Other than just observe the weapons I use where. Other than that, it's just use the arc wielder on the on these guys, these little shits. Use Peacemaker on the orb, and then use Needle Laser for hitting the final boss. Like that. And then use Gyro Buster for these heads right here. Try to get in the middle. If you don't kill one of them, then use Plasmite RPG. Plasmite RPG works as well for the spinning things, but I use Peacemaker usually. It should be 2 of them. Then these guys will come up again. Oh, that is good. That is so lucky. He knocked him off with the laser. This should be the final laser of this phase. Okay, one more. Boom. Gyro Buster again. One thing that I find kind of funny is that currently I will have the world record on the screen, just because in a couple of, maybe in a year or so, I will see how crappy my time back then was. Just to see how well developed this time is. I should be using this gun. Not much to say on this final boss, except if you got any questions, once again, PM me on YouTube, PM me on Twitch. If you got any tricks you found for the run, like a video of it, upload it to YouTube, send it to me, and I'll take a look at it. Oh my god, what? Okay, one thing I gotta say though. Why is it that nobody can spell Jack right when it comes to these games? Everybody spells Jack like it's in my Twitch bio. It's in my Twitch bio how to spell Jak and Daxter. Just because everyone seems to do it incorrectly. It's always Jack or Dexter. I am so surprised. Also, it's Ratchet and Clank, not Clark. So, I don't know. Also, once you're on the final phase, just spam everything you got. Like, I want to spam this now. You can just shoot everything. Well, it says Jack in my title, so that should make a clear point of how to spell it. Okay, so once he starts bonking here, like starts, you know, bonking after you or whatever, bonk the floor, he does it 3 times, then starts shooting. Start shooting, and time. So that is when you will be beating the game. I'm going to skip the final cutscene because I want you to do the speedrun, and I want you to enjoy the ending once you've done your first speedrun. So that, my friends, is Jak 3 any %.